Look at this kale pushing up on this netting. Guess what happened this week?
Man versus Slug.
I started off the week by harvesting vast quantities of Swiss Chard. Unfortunately, I forgot to switch on the microphone. Having cleared out the Swiss Chard, I can see quite a lot of bindweed growing around the beetroots. I've cleared most of that out. You can also see a lot of leaf mining insects on the beetroot. So I'm just taking off the leaves which are most damaged to stop them developing further and hope that the beetroots can spring back a bit. I'm going to take some of the beetroots out entirely as well, where they're squished up against each other a little bit too tight. Do appreciate you holding the bucket while I throw these plants at you. Very quickly they end up looking very, very sad, these poor plants. Sure, they will grow back soon. What's left here is looking much healthier, although generally the plants look a little bit sad because I've removed most of their leaves. We've got some maybe sort of 1 inch beetroots starting to form, which is quite nice. Some of them are looking a little bit like they've been attacked by something or other, like maybe a woodlouse or, dare I say it, slug. I'm hopeful we'll get a reasonable crop of beetroots out. That looks like bone. So I'm fairly sure we were successful in pollinating that pumpkin. It does appear to be growing and it hasn't fallen off. We do have a slight problem though, just here, the edge of the bamboo cane that's supporting it diagonally, just rubbing on the edge of the pumpkin. We don't really want the bamboo cane to sort of grow into the pumpkin and damage it. So my plan is just to cut the bamboo cane around here, because this horizontal bit's tying the bamboo, the pumpkin to the vertical bamboo. So yeah, I think if we just chop that one there, then hopefully the pumpkin can grow, and later on, up in the tree, when it's given itself a little bit more support, potentially we can even just detach it here and allow the pumpkin to grow out this way. That way, yeah, a little bit more. If I was to use a saw to cut through here, I think there'd be a risk that I might actually damage the pumpkin plant, maybe even damage the pumpkin. So I'm going to have a go with a pair of bolt cutters. Here we go, much tidier. Sad news in the jungle is that we appear to be losing this cucumber plant. It's looking very sad for itself. Down here, you can see where it sort of went past that bit of string. It seems to have rubbed or died or something, and so none of the top part of the plant is getting any moisture anymore. Then lose these cucumbers. I think that plant's gonna. You have one more over the other side. Our second cucumber plant has a couple of cucumbers starting to form. This is an all-female variety, so I don't have to worry about pollinating this. But sadly, on this one, we've got a little bit of discoloration starting to form on some of the leaves. So I might have to look on the internet to see if there's anything I can do about that, particularly given that it's on the far side of all the tomatoes. Some of this fella has gone underneath the netting. My wife's not entirely happy with Slug has decided to eat the sunflower, but you know, I'm pretty happy. It's a decent distance from the vegetable patch still.
There's absolutely no better flavour.
I'm about to go away for the weekend, and once again we've got loads to harvest. Orange 2, they're all ready, and we've got more French beans, and we have endless tomatoes suddenly turning red just when I'm away. So we decided after all that we would harvest those tomatoes and take them away on holiday with us. Lots of harvesting been taking place this week. I did also plant the kohlrabi inside, but I didn't video that. So maybe I'll show you that next week. Tell us in the comments what you would like us to show you in Man vs Slug.